Hey, what's up? Today we're doing another You're Stupid video where we look at all the people that are not using their brains. Just use your brains, people. So many people in this world just need to tap into that inner brain that is inside your skull and use it. Alright, well, that's enough of an intro. Let's just get into the pictures. Oh, and stay tuned later in the video where you'll see some of this stuff here. Find out why this person is doing this thing. Yay. Alright, this is Your Stupid number 78. Let's do sir, that's not a cup, sir. I don't think that's a KFC regulation size. Oh, is that the new KFC mega super ultra large drink? How did you even clean that out? Did you ask for an empty bucket and then you went and did this, or is this just gonna have because you know, if that bucket had chicken in it before, it's not gonna be completely clean. There's gonna be little scraps of skin and remnants in there. You're gonna be sucking up little chunks of chicken skin and chicken and little pieces of bone and stuff while you're drinking your pop. I just feel like if you're doing this, you literally have no shame. Man, I once tried to get a refill. I think I told this story before. I was at a movie theater and I tried to get a refill and I didn't realize that the movie theater had a no refill machine. Why have a pop machine with 100 different types of pop if I can't get a refill? And some guy came running out screaming at me no refills, no refills. And I was like, damn, that guy, promote him right away. That man is manager material. He attacked me verbally, not physically. He verbally assaulted me for not understanding how their systems work. I present to you a real actual resume my office has received. Work experience. I don't know. Why even hand in a resume if this is literally all you're gonna do? Do a quick Google search on how to do a resume properly and at least give it, the old college try. You didn't. You wrote one word. Work experience. I don't know. You could at least say none. How do you not know if you have work experience? You don't know what your work experience is? What? I feel like this person is just handing out resumes to please someone. It's either a teenager who their parents just told them they need to get a job, or it's some husband that is just bumming around the house and his wife is you gotta hand out resumes. Oh no, but their name is Jennifer. I guess Jennifer could be a boy's name. You never know. I bet you I can guess what her email is. It's probably I'm too lazy to do anything properly at hotmail.com. If you save $20 every day, it will be $20 times 7 equals $140 per week. $140 times 30 equals $4,200 per month. $4,200 times 365 equals $1.5 million per year. I care about you. Be wise and start saving now. Start saving what? Are we going to be able to use your magical math that doesn't make sense to make our money make? Because I did the math and yeah, it's not as amazing as you think if you do this system. See, what you didn't account for is that there are not 30 weeks in a month. And also there is not 365 months in a year. You have to be doing this as rage bait, right? You did this horrible math just so people would comment and, just leave a bunch of discussion stuff underneath. Because we all know the algorithm likes people who hate things. Yeah, the math doesn't work. All right. I mean, this person probably did this math and was wow, I'm gonna be rich. They're gonna feel really dumb after. My town had a really bad storm 2 days ago, and my neighbor lost the roof of his house, and the poor guy doesn't have insurance. I decided to start a GoFundMe to raise money so I can go to Hawaii for a few weeks because he's about to start doing construction, and I hate being around all that noise. Oh, at first I thought this was gonna be a sweet, wholesome one. Guess what? Wrong. People be dumb. That's what this video's about. People are stupid. I'm divorcing my child. This was not funny at 1 a.m. Oh no, that is terrifying. That is grounds for divorce. If I did this to my wife, it would be grounds for divorce for her. I literally just went upstairs to grab this shirt so I could film this video, and she was laying in bed, and I just kind of creeped around the corner just to peek in to see if she fell asleep or not. And she was don't do that. Why are you creeping around the corner? She got a little mad at me. I wasn't doing it on purpose. I'm just naturally creepy. Pull. Oh, you went with the low quality paper, huh? That is just sad. Well, you pulled too hard, okay? You gotta pull those out gently, okay? There's a technique. We all know the technique is to kind of let it stick to your fingers and slowly pull it out. You can't just go and grab it like a maniac. You didn't know your own strength. It's fine. The next picture is them just punching it because it's super annoying that you can't get anything out. I love pulling the foreskin off a toasted marsh. Oh, don't call it that. Just call it skin. Why does it... No, you didn't have to put the 4 in there. I'll never look at a marshmallow again the same. I don't really like toasted marshmallows that much. If you're doing like a whole s'more, yeah, I'm on board. But just a marshmallow, I don't know, gives me a little tummy ache. A little bit of a tummy ache. There are many fish in the sea, but this is my fish. Do not touch my fish. Oh, is that a pufferfish? That poor fish. Are you going to eat that fish or are you throwing it back? Because it needs to go back now. It looks like it's smiling, but actually it's saying, please put me back in the water. Oh my god, why did they send me my card with my user and not my actual government name? Pocket Bussy. They thought that was your name. Maybe you legally changed your name just now and you didn't even realize. That is... Okay, well, you know, that's going to be embarrassing when you have to buy things online or when you have to, like, go pick up a pre-order or something and you have to tell them what your name is. Why would they do that? I don't understand. Who is named... Whose name is that? Nobody. Is there anybody out there named Pocket? Maybe. Also, why was that your username? I mean, it's kind of on you, too. Thank you, Central, for my awesome email address and username. Like, really? Oh, this is even worse. This person's name is Megan Finger, and they abbreviated her name for Finger Me. Hey, you can use that as your new OnlyFans email, right? When you quit your job because you can't take the email that you have to send out to people anymore. I'm getting sweaty. I gotta get through this video. I gotta turn the AC back on in the house. I got a pregnant lady upstairs. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm having a third baby. I don't know if you saw it. I did it at like kind of a little announcement there. Maybe I should do a full video about it. Probably. Found in a patient's crack before a colonoscopy. Good morning. I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Well, if you shove it up someone's butt, they're not gonna find it. You gotta like put it in front of their face. I don't read things with my butt. Oh, it was a joke? Oh, the patient was playing a prank on the doctor. That is pretty hilarious. Hey, my dad recently got one of those. Do you think it was my dad that played this joke? I would like to think that if my dad played this joke, he would tell me because I would appreciate the humor. I want to go in for a colonoscopy and just put like a swarm of ants there or something, you know, like some honey and some ants, and then it's just like, oh my god, we really need to clean this guy out. Here's a story. This is a TikToker that tells other people's stories, so I just want to point out that this story didn't happen to this woman here. She is telling this story on behalf of someone else. I'm not going to show the video, but without telling me, my sister and my husband decided to sleep together to get pregnant and surprise me that they are having a baby. So basically what happened was this couple, they couldn't get pregnant, and she had a twin sister. So behind this woman's back, the twin sister slept with the husband, so they cheated, they got pregnant, and then they did it as a surprise for her, like thinking she'd be ecstatic. And they were like, oh, it's pretty much your genes anyway, because you're twins. And she's like, no, this is not cool. And oh, that doesn't make sense. Where in your twisted mind did this husband think she was going to be cool with this? And even the sister, shame on you too. I swear they were probably just cheating behind her back, and then they accidentally got pregnant, and they were like, well, by the way, no, we did it as a surprise. They thought maybe if we play it off like this, then, you know, she'll be okay with it. This woman also that was telling the story got pretty upset about all these news agencies like Daily Mail and stuff taking her story and just running with it as a news story because they were like pegging her as like the woman who it happened to. Like, they didn't do their research. I mean, I notoriously don't do a lot of research either, but still. Shame on you. You're a big news agency. I'm just some guy in an office in his basement. Our DC office building got a security robot. It drowned itself. We were promised flying cars and said we got suicidal robots. I don't think it tried to do that. It just saw stairs and water, and it was like, let me try to fix this problem. It probably saw all the people walking around with arms and, you know, the more functioning humans, and he was like, this sucks. People probably kept bad-mouthing him and talking crap to him because they think it's funny to just, like, slander a robot. Robots have feelings, too. Actually, no, I hope they don't have feelings, because that would be a problem. Here's a man that had some trouble getting dressed this morning. You got 2 different shoes on the wrong feet. Your pants are on backwards. Oh, man. This man, please, somebody help this man. I hope this person has someone in their life who is gonna help them figure it out, because clearly they're not doing a great job. You know you're not doing great in life when you can't even match your shoes, put them on the right feet, or put your pants on right, and you don't even notice it. Someone tell him his fly's undone. Stop taking a picture of this poor man and help. I actually just see this and I'm like, ugh, there's gotta be more going on here. I hope he gets help. To be honest, my wife's pregnant cravings are starting to make me feel bad for our baby. Maybe that's what the baby requested. You never know what the baby inside the belly wants. The baby wanted salsa and Oreos. Oh, that's disgusting. I don't think this was really a craving. I bet you whoever posted this doesn't even have a pregnant wife. My wife's been craving slushies a lot. That's about it. Slushies and like chips and dip is a staple in her life. But you know, nothing too crazy. All her cravings are normal food. 2 high-calorie humans wanted for allegedly setting fire to an apartment in Toronto. Okay, well, it's really dumb. Why would you set fire? Okay, wait, first of all, 2 what? 2 high-calorie humans? That's still insulting. Just because you call them high-calorie humans, you can't just cushion the blow of. But you know what? They did try to set an apartment building on fire, so who gives a shit? Yeah, these 2 high-calorie women should not be trying to set an apartment building on fire. Nobody should be trying to set an apartment building on fire. There are lots of people in apartment buildings. Why? What were you trying to accomplish? Someone you didn't like lives there, or trying to collect insurance on an apartment that you're renting? I don't know. I'm confused. You're just trying to get into some mischief? You thought, hey, why don't we just put a bunch of people's lives at risk tonight? That'd be fun. You're dumb. You're doing life wrong. The manager told Aisha he didn't understand the issue because names get spelt wrong all the time. Starbucks barista allegedly wrote ISIS on Muslim woman's drink. Oh, that is just a dirty, racist thing to do. All right? It's okay if you're misspelling their name as a joke, but to do something that's clearly going to make this person feel horrible, that's not cool. I hope that this person got fired. And the manager, shame on you for downplaying this. You know this wasn't a misspelling of a name. All right? Idiot. Here's someone eating a block of cheese. Okay, that is just not a good idea for anyone. And you have Cheez-Its right there. Just eat your Cheez-Its. Don't eat the block of cheese. I'm sorry. I know this person's in a wheelchair, clearly not a healthy individual. But the block of cheese, eating it like a chocolate bar, that's not helping. Still don't know how I got away with a huge hip flask as my prom clutch. You got away with it because it looks like a legit metal clutch. The dumb ones are the people that let this girl get into the prom with this. That thing is gigantic. Where do you even buy a flask that big? Asking for a friend. And let's end with this one right here. My husband is the very best. Every contractor we contacted to do our addition wanted to overcharge us by making up silly words and phrases about things we needed. We must have tried 24 different ones, and they all wanted to do things by something called code and put in reinforced foundation, blah blah blah. As well, screw that noise, said my husband. Resourceful like he is, he went on to the YouTube and learned how to do our addition all by himself. Yeah, that's right, you overpriced scamming contractors. He did it all by himself for 10% of the price you all estimated. Once he figures out why it keeps sinking in the one corner, we will be moving our downstairs gym to the new addition. I run out of breath going downstairs. Don't let contractors scam you into overpaying. I hope our testimonial here inspires even more do-it-yourselfers to do it cheaper themselves. Picture. Yeah, I mean, it looks like you're doing that is do it yourself. I think you need more stilts, okay? These are not enough legs. Why are there no legs in the middle? There needs to be more support beams, please. Why'd you do your husband dirty like that by talking about it sinking in the one side? You didn't have to mention the problems, okay? Look, I'm a kind of guy that likes to do things himself around the house too, but you know, if I was gonna add an addition like my office, for example, I didn't do my office myself, because this is out of my wheelhouse. I think given enough time, I could have figured it out, I could have got it done, but I needed the office up fast, so I'm not going to do it myself. But I do agree that you should not let you shouldn't let contractors take advantage of you, because some of them are ridiculous. Like when I was getting quotes for my back deck, people were quoting me ridiculous prices for the smallest decks. I'm like, look, if you don't want my business, just tell me you don't want my business. There are good contractors out there that are giving you what the price actually is. They're not all trying to rip you off. And if you're doing a house addition, that's something you probably should go to a contractor for. Yeah, put your gym up there, because yeah, you might be getting out of breath going up and down the stairs, but you're really going to get out of breath when you fall through the floor of your new addition. Anyway, that's all I got for you today, so I hope you enjoyed this your stupid video. If you did get this far in the video and you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave some comments down below. It all helps me look good to the algorithm. And it helps me get recommended to more people. And it helps me stay motivated to make more videos. Other than that, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/FLuffeeTalks. And come up to your screen real quick. Come here. Oh, stop moving your nose. Boop. Gotcha. In the eyeball, maybe. I don't know. Always aim for your eyes and always get your nose. Bye.